All right, the moment is here, guys. This is the very last time that I will sit in my 2004 twin turbo Lamborghini Gallardo. Kind of a weird feeling. The car is officially sold, and the shipper is going to be here in about a half hour. So what I'm doing is I'm just going through the car and taking out all my personal belongings. I emptied out the glove box, taking stuff out of all the compartments inside here. Still gotta take all my paperwork out of there. Taking stuff out of the taking stuff out of the trunk. Let's go over here and check out what's over here. Kind of a mess, but usually in the trunk I have this little trunk organizer thing, and I always kept a spare funnel with some paper towels and some oil in here, because you never know when these Gallardos are low on oil, and you just have to do a random oil check and fill it up with oil. So always brought oil with me. Always had a fire extinguisher in the trunk. Always had some spare portable fire extinguishers as well, because you never know, these cars sometimes go up in flames. Always had this bottle of emergency Meguiar's Quick Mist detailer in the trunk, and of course emergency microfiber towels. This is what's inside here. This is not my purse or anything. There's some microfiber towels in there. And then, other random stuff that you keep in a car, like Advil and tissues, sunglasses. Here's my radar detector. I'm not going to let that go with the car. My Valentine has saved me more times than I can count. My Easy Pass, garage door opener, my Ruger LCP 380, and of course my torque wrench for torquing down lug nuts. Once I clean out that center console, everything, all my personal belongings are out of this car. So Emily and I were just out here a few minutes ago, kind of sitting in the car, and kind of just sad that this car is going to be leaving. I mean, it's been such a big part of our lives and kind of our identity for the past 3 years. It's actually it's kind of weird. The car sold on 3 days or 3 years exactly from the day that I bought it, or I took delivery. Hey, fly, get off my car, you're ruining my video. So I took delivery of this car September 2014. I think it was September 12th. Sold it September 12th, 2017. So I've had this car for 3 years and built this entire YouTube channel basically around this car. Have integrated it into my branding and in my businesses, and have met a lot of cool people along the way as well. I'm not really good of a talker, I'm not good at making friends and talking to people. I've always been kind of like a shy person my whole life. But this car kind of forced me to get out of my shell, meet a lot of cool people, and do some things I otherwise would never have done without this car. I mean, some people will look at this and be like, I mean, look at you, just spent 200 grand buying a Lamborghini, modding the fuck out of it, doing twin turbos and making it over 1100 horsepower to the wheels. That's such a waste of money. Especially if you knew what I was actually selling it for, you would, and the average person would say, that's a waste of money. Why would you spend so much money on a car? And obviously I love cars. I love the Lamborghini. I love how it looks. I love it, but you get so much more than just a Lamborghini. The people I've met because of this car, the experiences I've had, the way that has really changed the way I think, and really kind of set the standard, my standards higher. So now, now that this car is gone, I'm gonna have a replacement Lambo in here soon, and it's gonna be newer, faster, and of course, more expensive. So with this car purchase, my standards have raised. It's really, I've had nothing but good come from owning this car over the past 3 years. It's cost me a lot of money, to buy it, a lot of money to modify it. And surprisingly, it's been pretty reliable. Except for like the oil pump, which is known to go on these, I replaced that. The car's been pretty solid. You hear a lot of people talk about how horrible these things are to own. This thing has been actually pretty reliable for me. Of course you get e-gear lights once in a while, but whatever. So I don't really know where I'm going with this video, guys, to be completely honest. I'm kind of just rambling here, but I guess that's kind of the point. Just wanted to kind of make a video for you guys and kind of document, how I'm feeling behind the scenes, as I'm spending like the final minutes with this car. I know you guys are gonna miss it. A lot of people on the channel are obviously saying they're gonna miss it. Hopefully, I hope that someone else, the new owner, actually takes really good care of the car. I hope that they also hopefully post videos on YouTube about it. I don't know. At least I hope that I can somehow know the new owner. So if they ever have any questions about the car, they can reach out to me. Like my fear is that someone's gonna buy this car and they're not gonna change the oil on time. They're not gonna take care of it. And it's gonna get run into the ground. And I really hope that doesn't happen. So what I've done is I went ahead and printed out my user manual that I got from Dallas Performance when I got the twin turbo build done. So I went and made copies of the user manual. So hopefully the new owner reads this on how to change the oil and just kind of maintain the car. And of course we've got the power settings there. I went ahead and kept the original card for myself and made a copy for the new owner. So if you're the new owner and somehow you come across this video, you know, just try to take good care of this thing. I mean, yeah, it's a 2004 Gallardo. Some people might look at this and be like, yeah, it's an old Lambo. But I mean, this car is my dream car. Bought it, built it into what I wanted it to be, a twin turbo beast, and ended up finding out that, you know, I wanted something that I could drive every day. You know, a Lambo, you know, when I bought this car, I was so afraid to drive it because I was afraid of breaking something. I was afraid of people harassing me. I was afraid of people following me home. I was afraid of people asking me questions. I was afraid of whatever. I was afraid of the attention. I was afraid of putting too many miles on it. I was afraid of everything. And for a while, it just kind of sat in the garage and I took it out very rarely. But then eventually I met some really cool people, Steve being one of them with the Viper, and he also owns Parker's old Lambo, Candace. You know, when I met Steve, I don't know, I kind of lightened up a little bit and started driving the car more. And you know, as I started driving the car more after I twin turboed it and everything, it was just kind of a pain in the ass to drive it the way I wanted to. I couldn't take it out in town, right, and drive through, you know, take it through a drive-through and get an iced coffee if I want to without the race clutch jerking around, right? What I needed for a Lambo kind of changed, and that's the only reason why I'm selling it. You know, it's because I've kind of outgrown this car and I'm ready for the next step, and the Huracan is that next step for me. Or, you know, I've been kind of thinking about a Ferrari 458 or 488, but most likely it'll be a Lambo, you know, Huracan. And of course we'll twin turbo that. Don't ever think that I'm gonna own a Lambo and not twin turbo it. So as I'm making this video, I just saw the text go down on my phone here, and the shipper is parked right down the street. So I gotta turn the video off, guys. I'm gonna hand the camera to Emily, and she's going to film the rest of what's gonna happen tonight. So thanks for watching this video and listening to me. I'll talk to you soon.
There she goes, guys. I'm gonna hop in this pig and go meet Pete so he can have a ride home.
And just like that, the car was gone. I gotta say, and it was just a sketchy and weird experience. It was like taking a pet that you just love dearly and raised from a puppy and just meeting a stranger in the middle of the night in an alleyway and just like handing it off to a stranger. That's really what I felt like. I know I'm being like dramatic here, but hey, I mean, the Lambo was my baby. Before you guys ask what the bandage is for, there's also one on my shoulder, you can't see it, but I crashed the CR500 over the weekend. Nothing too crazy or anything like that, just got some like road rash from skidding across the trail. The bike is perfectly fine, will live to ride another day. I do have to say though, the car has touched down in Texas safely with no issues that I am aware of, and I have some news for you. The dealership who bought it from me has already sold it to somebody else. I woke up this morning to being tagged by a few people in a post on Facebook. You know, someone had posted a picture of my car. I don't know who this person is. They posted it and said they had bought their dream car, and some people had posted on there, is this Peter Beattie's old car? So I went and checked it out, and yes, it is my old car. So the car appears to be back in Texas. So right where it came from when I bought it in Texas, and then when I bought it here in Maine, sent it back down to Dallas Performance in Texas, then it back to me to own it for a year and a half, then back down to Texas for the new owner. I gotta say, I'm kind of happy to see the car being enjoyed by someone already. I really didn't want this car to be purchased by somebody who, you know, just had some money and they wanted to buy a flashy car, so they bought a Lambo. I really wanted to see this car go to someone who was a legit car guy. And this guy appears to be a car guy. It seems like he's had like Vipers and you know, Mustangs and all that. So that's cool. I'm happy about that. I'm happy to see the car go into the hands of another car guy. But at the same time, I'm obviously a little bit sad, you know, seeing pictures of the car under someone else's ownership. It's like seeing, you know, your ex-girlfriend who was really hot and you had to break up with her because she was so crazy, and you're seeing like her posting pictures all over Facebook with her new boyfriend. Like it's kind of weird like that. But again, I'm happy to move on too. Selling the car has really kind of put me in a different state of mind where, you know, I'm in a more focused state of mind when it comes to work and business. You know, I'm not, you know, I feel more driven because I don't have a Lambo now. And I gotta say, I kind of like it. Like I enjoy being tested and I enjoy being pushed. And right now I don't have a Lamborghini, and I really want another one. And the only way that I'm gonna allow myself to, you know, buy another one, which by the way is gonna be a Huracan, is if I reach some personal goals that I have set for myself. I'm going to get another Lambo, it's going to be a Huracan, and it's going to be twin turboed. You guys are just gonna have to be patient. I know people are gonna start tagging me in all these different Huracans for sale and saying, hey Peter, check this one out. That's cool, I understand it, but I'm not gonna be jumping into another car right away. I would really like a Huracan in Verde Scandal, which is pretty, it's not the same as Verde Mantis, which is what Parker has on Vehicle Virgins. It's actually like, it looks like a highlighter neon yellow. That's the color I would really like to find when it comes time for me to upgrade and get a Huracan. But those are kind of rare, so if I can't find one within a reasonable amount of time, then I will definitely settle for Rosso Mars, which is like red or orange. I think it's a Rancio Borealis, or I would even consider another yellow car. That would be kind of cool. To get a yellow Huracan, another yellow Lambo in the garage. So guys, you can expect some more videos from me soon talking about different aspects. I'm definitely going to go into more detail about, you know, my choice behind selling the car, because, you know, let's face it, you know, it's been a dream of mine to have a twin turbo Lamborghini Gallardo for a long time. I'm talking like since they first started showing up on the internet back in like '06. Like I wanted one. I got one, I achieved that goal, but you know, I kind of outgrew the car. You know, it was very fast, sounded awesome, fun to drive, but for what I wanted to use it for, which was, you know, daily driving, road trips, rallies, things like that, it just wasn't up to the task just because of the age. I mean, that's pretty much it. And again, I'll go into this in more detail in future videos because I'm sure you guys really want to hear about it. And of course, when I start shopping for a Huracan, you guys are going to be the first to know. I'm going to be making videos here on the channel, and I'm actually going to ask for your help in the process in picking out that next car and modifying it. So guys, I really wanted to just say thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and following me, you know, during this journey, this 3-long journey of me, you know, buying this Lamborghini Gallardo, twin turboing it, and you know, modding the hell out of it and driving it, and just kind of, you know, seeing what it was like to actually own my dream car. I really appreciate you guys following me, and I really hope that you like the videos that I've put out during my period of ownership. The videos are not going to stop. Like I said, we're going to be doing more videos about what it was like to own the Lambo. We're going to talk about some things that really kind of pissed me off. You know, in regards to owning a Lamborghini. There's some things that, you know, pissed me off that I really didn't like about it. And I'm gonna talk about all that in future videos. If there's anything specific that you would like to know about the car or about my experience in owning it for 3 years and spending almost $100,000 to modify it, you know, leave that question in the comments and I might make a future video to answer that question. So if you like this video, please go ahead and press that like button. It lets me know if you are enjoying the content that I'm putting out. If you're new here, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and check out some of my older videos to see the twin turbo Gallardo in action, and, you know, be ready for some more Lamborghini videos in the future when we add a Huracan to the garage, a twin turbo Huracan at that. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Anyways, just wanted to make a video to let you know that I am in the process of buying my dream car.
Yeah, I'm recording you.
Okay, so we're on our way to the bank.
What are we gonna do at the bank?
I'm gonna wire the dealer the down payment for the car, and I just put insurance on it, which is surprisingly cheap and affordable for being a Lamborghini. FedEx package. I got a FedEx package today from the dealer with a bunch of paperwork that I need to sign. I also want to show you the actual car because I haven't showed you that yet, but this is the actual car. And I figured I'd take a video of it before they take the listing down. But this is the actual car that I bought. Pretty much stock. I wasn't a fan of the yellow at first, but the more I looked at it, the more it kind of grew on me. And I already know, you know, what I want to do to the car to make it my own as far as changing the looks. For example, I'm going to get the wheels powder coated black, gloss black, just to kind of contrast with the yellow a little bit more. I want to tint out the tail lights, put an exhaust on it, make it a little louder, maybe put like a Superleggera wing on it or something, I don't know. But this is the actual car. There's also a video of it that they take of all their cars. I'll turn it up a little bit. Pretty nicely well done video. They do this for all their cars apparently. Well, of course they should, because they're selling really expensive cars. I got the documents from the FedEx guy, from the dealer, and now I'm I signed them, got them notarized. Now I am putting them back in a FedEx envelope and send them back to the dealer, and they should get them on Monday, because today's Thursday. FedEx will pick them up tomorrow, and then they'll get them on Monday. And then on Monday, I think that's the car will be officially mine. So have an update on the Lamborghini coming towards me, and just wanted to record on the screen really quickly where it's at as it's getting closer. It's only, I'd say, a day or two away at most. So it's been a really long wait, and a lot longer than I expected, but it's almost here. So let's jump over to the screen and I'll show you where it's at. Alright, so right now the driver is in Pennsylvania. So obviously they've gone from all the way down here in Dallas through Oklahoma, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and actually went into Michigan, turned around, came back down, went through Ohio today, and is right about here. I think he's gonna call it quits for the day here within the next few minutes and stop at a rest area. I've seriously been checking this, refreshing this like every 20 minutes.
There she is.
Dude, what the fuck?
At least we know where he's going.
No, yeah. Follow him. Holy shit, dude. No way. Watch it get here and it's like fucking...
We're gonna be all excited.
Well, he already... I've never even seen anything like this before. I'm glad you came all the way here to my computer. I know, I'm like, I want to look. Mike wants me the first one to see it. Little monkey right in there. Oh my god. Yeah.
This is Bruce that lives across the street, and he would like to see your car.
I've been watching you go in and out. I've been wanting to catch one of these times. My name's Bruce.
Hey, Peter.
Peter? Oh, you even got a cam?
Yeah, I was just capturing. I put a new exhaust on it, so I wanted to make a really quick video to say thank you for helping me get to 10,000 subscribers recently. I think it happened a couple weeks ago, actually.
Smell like fucking tuna.
Since when did you think I like tuna? Road under construction. What?
That sign's been up here for 3 weeks. It's these side roads. You've really never noticed that?
No, I haven't. Man, I got on it a couple times, seriously.
You never get on it with me.
Yeah, I do.
It's not fair.
I don't want to hurt you. You're a delicate little angel.
I love you, but I like to go fast. Temple, buddy, come on back. Go straight up on the Cadillac.
Yeah, you're looking at a cow.
In a coupe de ville. That CTSV is nasty. I wish those were all-wheel drive.
Stand by. Just using stand by.
Set up.
On. The fuck?
It's just a
Hold
rotator.
on. Where'd you get that mount? Because I need one of those so I can keep it charging.
What?
That's
Oh, the frame?
what he gave you, he's got it.
Obviously, this many Lambos in one spot. I've heard before.
This is more Lambos collectively today than I've seen in my entire existence.
Fucking Diablo. Something you see on YouTube, huh?
I know, look at all these people like staring too. Everyone thinks it's like magical.
Lambos are the best.
Lambos on parade.
Huracan or an Aventador, one or two.
Whoa.
Huracan.
What the hell is that
Is that
thing?
an Aventador? It's a Huracan. Nope.
Oh fuck, that's not a Lambo.
Of course.
Like, did you hear that little shit?
No, really looks like it.
It's got the wing! He was asking if it was a super legit. Because of the wind. And probably because of the wheels too.
Excuse me, are you Peter? You have a YouTube channel?
Yep.
Really? I'm subscribed to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's cool.
Awesome.
I recognize your car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I said, this is how you eat a donut in a motherfucking Lamborghini.
Just like you eat a donut anywhere else.
Well, it's really hard.
Your citation being in the mail.
Yeah, ticket's gonna be in the mail apparently.
They finished looking up his cars.
Oh, I can't see a fucking thing.
You're good, you're good.
Good? Alright, so as I said in the previous video, just waiting on the transport truck to pick up the Lambo, and then it's heading off to Lamborghini, not Lamborghini, it's heading to Dallas Performance for their Stage 2 twin turbo build.